Grace McComas was a student at Gwinnett High School in Howard County. She would have turned 16 last month, but she committed suicide in April. And her family says she was a victim of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is a big, big problem that educators, teens, parents, they're all battling across the country. ABC 2 News education reporter Cherie Johnson takes a look at the issue of cyberbullying facing students right here in our area. Millions of people use social media every day. From Facebook to Twitter, it's a site to catch up with friends, to see what everyone else is doing. Unfortunately, social media can also be used to hurt others. Christine and David McComas know that all too well. Their daughter, 15-year-old Grace McComas, was bullied on Twitter. Grace was hurting so much, she took her own life.
Even though we made, supported her and made efforts to have her helped and public entities knew, we weren't able to protect her. And I think that adults don't really get the new nature of cyberbullying, and that's what we hope to make more clear.
Here at Long Reach High School in Howard County, administrators work to educate kids on the dangers of cyberbullying. November is Social Media Month. Educators offer positive exercises to teach students about the power of their words. Several kids say what happens online wouldn't happen in person.
When you're at home and on the internet, you're invisible to other people. No one can come in your house and tell you what you can or cannot say. And with that, people feel secure enough to share thoughts that may be inappropriate in certain settings over the internet that may hurt other people.
There's always going to be someone trying to harass someone else just because it gives them pleasure. But to change that, it's so difficult with all that happens and so many people doing it that it's such a broader subject than just one situation.
It's more of a classmate and peer pressure type of thing, because if you go and tell it to someone, it's kind of like, okay, you're kind of weak, or why exactly was it that serious, you know what I mean? And people don't know when to tell if something is serious or it's kind of a light teasing versus serious where you need to go and report something.
According to bullyingstatistics.org, suicide is the third leading cause of death for people ages 15 to 24 years old, and almost half of all suicide victims were bullied. Chuck Buckler is a bully expert with the State Department of Education. He offers this advice for parents.
We need to get more involved in what is it that our sons and daughter are looking at, what is it that they're communicating, what is it that they're experiencing. Talk to your child about that.
With a few taps on the keyboard and a press of a button, hurtful words can be expressed on social media sites for the whole world to see. The effects of those words can last a lifetime. Educators are trying to be proactive to cyber bullies. They held a statewide bully prevention conference at the University of Maryland College Park last month to educate teachers, students, parents, and staff. The toughest part is getting victims to speak up when they're bullied and getting the bullies to respect themselves.
They need to tell their parents this is happening. They need to develop the skills. It's okay to turn the computer off and walk away. It's okay to change your password, your screen name, as far as that. These are some things that you can do as far as around trying to protect yourself from being bullied. The most important thing, though, is if it's happening, don't keep it a secret. Tell somebody. Tell an adult.
For the McComas family, it's a lesson that came too late for their daughter, but a lesson they hope others can learn from to prevent this kind of pain and sorrow from happening to another family.
Today, bullying is different than it used to be. With digital media being instantaneous, the bullying becomes pervasive and invasive. They don't go home at the end of the day and find solace in their home necessarily. It follows them there. Now the McComas family is committed to fighting against bullying. They teamed up with First Lady of Maryland Katie O'Malley and Baltimore Ravens running back Ray Rice for anti-bullying rallies. The McComas family also spearheaded Kindness for Grace Day in October, encouraging others to say something nice on social media about others. We miss her. She was an extraordinary child, and she lived a short life, but she lived a good life, and I think she touched a lot of people.
And hopefully they can bring about change to keep social media a positive form of communication. Cherie Johnson, ABC 2 News.